is the best time to use the lasso leg. So basically, I realized when the guys break my grip here and then just control me, it's very hard to go back. So then I learned about the fight grip from the bottom, like break the grip, using the foot on the ground, and then using the lasso leg. And then also I learned about the very important detail in the lasso leg of, like drive my elbow always all the way to the ground here, the way that I can hold his arm and then make it very hard for him pull and then twist his wrist and then to pass my guard. That I also was making very hard just by doing, fixing my hips, using my foot on the ground, lasso leg, and then square my body again. So that's actually when my guard started to change, from the beginning. So then, I was able to play the guard, work on my moves, use foot on the hip, recover, I learned about, a play, double underhook defense, when guys heavy here, I learned about keep my legs heavy, use my leg on the ground, walk in my shoulder, create a space to get my leg over, go back on the biceps. So that helped me, actually learn about the pass on top that I was passing my guard. For example, I was collecting dates. This guy liked to pass more to the right side, this guy liked to pass more to the left side, this guy tried to back up. That actually when it's connect to my game of the lapel grip, because I was able to, have a good defense by maintaining a good position, by square my body, follow the guy, fight good, anticipate the movement, and then, be able to learn how to play with the double underhook. I learned, and then I start to like to people on the top putting a pressure on me was going to be the best thing for my game, instead of the pass on top just to stop. So after I realized that game of the spider guard, double sleeve, lasso leg, square the hips, defense, that's just fell in my game as perfect, because after work all this, recover, push the hips, I learn about switch the grips, for example, by using deep lasso leg, pulling him, and then I realized that now I could go back on my game. And then, the same thing, I was applying the one position by getting under and then doing the tomo inage sweep. Even when I wasn't able to hit the position, and then maybe the guy is backing up, and then I lose my grip, then I was learning about recover my guard. Instead of okay, I lose everything, then I learned, no, I need to make another grips, I climb a mountain. And then I'm oh man, I can't grab here. Okay, but I can grab on the leg. Then I push him back, then I have the guard. Then I learn about the lahiva, push. Then I learn about sitting guard. Then I learn about going back on the lasso leg. Then I learn about go back in here. So that's